Hi, I'm back again. So, we were at this part of the how were they doing their rock paintings, and we explained that I talked about Bhimbetka, the prehistoric paintings. I told you about how many caves and types were there. Then we come to this part which is called Hunsgi or Hansgi. Actually, it is in the Deccan during the south. It's towards your Karnataka, and the places, the sites are Bori, Margaon, Chirki, Nevasa, Isampur, Gunur, Saswat, Nasre, Yaruvadi, Atireka, Mapakkam. All these sites are characterized by the discovery of stone tools, hand axes, choppers, cleavers, and scrapers, amongst other tools. The Hunsi and the Baijpal Valley. What is this Hunsi and this Baijpal Valley all about? Okay, so I'll just give you a brief description. Like Hunsi and the Bajpal Valley's geographical background, actually why it became so important and people started living there, and the early humans made a huge base out there in your Deccan part. Actually, Hunsi and Bajpal Valleys consist of erosional basin located in the southern western part of Shorapur, that's Doab, now forming a part of the new district of Yadgir carved with Gulbarga district in north Karnataka. Now the doab is a beak shaped. You know how a beak is a bird's beak, the mouth of a bird. It's like that, and beak shaped tract of land formed with the confluence of the Bhima and the Krishna, the river Krishna and the river Bhima. It comprises of taluks Shorapur, Sahapur, Jaulargi, and lies in the dry junction of Archean rocks, Bhima series of sedimentary rocks, and the Deccan trap. Now, what are these rocks I'm talking? You must be thinking that sir is saying so many things. What is this all about? Actually, this place was a remnant plateau strip. You know, after erosion of the land or any earthquake must have happened, this or any volcano must have happened before, and this lands came up the plateau type tableland. This all erosions were there during this time. Okay, so out of this, what did they get? The strip of shale of limestone, which is very important. Two basins together have a huge extent of about 500 kilometers square, and they flanked by low hills of granite, Dharwar schist on the east. On the other side of the basins, they flanked by shale limestone. As I said, limestone tablelands full of only limestone, which extended another 500 square kilometers. The basin floor sloped gently from west to east. Okay, and actually these valleys, the two valleys are drained by a network of epimeral streams, which you won't understand. It's epimeral stream. There was two rivers which was always going through there and was uniting these two valleys together. The stream called the Hunsi stream, which in turn joins with the Krishna after a course of 15 kilometers. The two valleys receive an average huge rainfall of 50 to 60 centimeters between July and October from southwest monsoons seasonality. This is the basic idea I gave you about this. Now, what is this actually all about? Now, the stone tools, they wanted to stay there because they had this limestone was there, and they had granite. Granite is the stone which you use in your kitchen also these days. Okay, so archaeologists found this time it was there were large and small ones taken into account. Roundabout they had found about more than 200 stones out there. Many finished, unfinished tools have been found, and it appears that many people started living there for a long period of time. Okay, these stone tool sites of the Deccan are very important link for the past. Archaeologists are still studying these tools carefully, that how were they used, so they would be able to understand how early humans lived and how they overcame the harsh living conditions of those times. Living at that time was not so easy, and how did people go about it? So it is all about that. As I told you, the Bhimbetka, I have explained it to you, and the Deccan, the Hunsi Valley, which I said it's in the Deccan, and it had this main limestone area, and it had the two perennial, the epiphermal rivers. Okay, so it is all about that. So we are done till here, and I'll get the question answers done for you also. Like what is the first question in the book is, let's do the tick the correct answers. In the early stages, humans were dash and nomads. In the early stages, humans were dash and nomads. What are the options? The options are hunters, gatherers, B is advanced, C is singers, and D is musicians. So which is the right answer? In early stages, humans were dash and nomads, were hunters, gatherers, and nomads. So the answer will be in early stages humans were hunter gatherers and nomads. Okay, explanation, like if I want to explain you why is this hunter and gatherers, because in early ages humans traveled from one place to another in search of food, water and shelter. They hunted wild animals, gathered fruits, seeds, nuts on which they survived. I'll type it down for you and make a word copy for you or put it in a PDF and give it to you, so that you can follow this. Okay, so we are roundabout very clear with this chapter. Was the second question is, stone tools dash stone age are called microliths. Option A is old, option B is new, and option C is middle, and option D is India. Stone tools of dash stone age are called microliths. Now what was the microlith type? The Mesolithic age, isn't it? Where they were more smaller and sharper stones. Now which age is this? Stone tools of dash stone age. It will be the old, new, middle or India. Which one? It's going to be answer C, middle. The correct answer is middle, C. The middle age lasts from about, I told you, 10,000 to 8,000 BC and is also known as the Mesolithic age. The stone tools of this age, microliths, were smaller, sharper and more efficient than those of the early Paleolithic age. Okay, is it clear? Okay, now let's go to number 3. Dash a type of stone was widely used for making tools and weapons. Dash a type of stone was widely used for making tools and weapons. The options are A, limestone, B, flint, C, marble, and D, shale, SHALE. So dash a type of stone was widely used for making tools and weapon. What was that? Didn't I tell you there was a stone which they were using to chip and make shapes out of it? Which stone was that? That was flint, FLINT. That's number B. Question number 3, answer is B, flint. Okay, flint could be actually molded into any shape. I explained to you this earlier, because they got chipped easily. Therefore this stone was used by early humans to make crude stone tools for specific needs, to make much more rougher tools, better, stronger tools for their specific needs, as for scraping, cutting, chopping, hammering and hunting, as well as stitching. Okay, so we go to number 4. Number 4 is, one of the greatest discoveries made by early humans was. One of the greatest discoveries made by early human was of what? What did they discover in the first part? The options are painting, tool making, hunting, fire. One of the greatest discoveries made by early humans was of A, painting, B, tool making, C, hunting, and D, fire. What was that? The answer is D. What is that? Fire. Okay, that's the one of the greatest discoveries early humans made, that was of fire. Till that we are still using it. The fire was discovered. The way fire was actually discovered, it is not known. It could be assumed that early humans rubbed 2 flints together, sparks fell on dry leaves and it produced flames, it caught on fire, it provided light and warmth to use and cook food. Therefore the discovery of fire was one of the significant or the most important discoveries in ancient times. Okay, now question number 5 of tick the correct answer. Bhimbetka. Bhimbetka in Bhimbetka in dash is famous for prehistoric cave paintings. Now where is Bhimbetka? I had told you earlier also. The options are A. Uttar Pradesh, B. Madhya Pradesh, C. Karnataka, and D. Odisha. Karnataka is the Deccan part, which we said Humsi and Baichal, isn't it? Bachbal. Uttar Pradesh I didn't talk about. Karnataka, yes we did. Odisha we have already done. But one is left about Bhimbetka, that is Madhya Pradesh. So that will be the answer B. Why is it B? Why is it Madhya Pradesh? Because early humans being used to paint on the walls of the caves to express their feelings, thoughts, and reflected on the surrounding environment, everything, whatever they saw, whatever they did. These type of paintings have also been found in Bhimbetka, Madhya Pradesh. These paintings had been done using water or some sticky substance such as raisins from the trees. Raisins is grapes, dried grapes, when pasted and it becomes sticky. That was used to do these paintings, and they added some powder or stone powder and got that color and got it done. Number 6. No, sorry. Bhimbetka. Yes, now correct. Tick the activities that were performed by early humans. Cross out the wrong ones and do the right ones. Okay. And one was fire, Bhimbetka we have done with Madhya Pradesh, right? Okay, so now we'll go to the next tick the activities that were performed by early humans, cross out the ones which were not. Making fire, hunting animals, okay, and what were they? What are they? Making fire. I am giving you times for that, you can also read it. Making fire is number 1, 2 is hunting animals, 3 is writing on clay tablets, and we have chopping meat, surfing the internet, watching television, making tools of stone, reading books, skinning animals, and painting on caved walls. So what are the activities performed by early humans? Do the right ones and cross out the wrong ones. Okay, so the right ones are what? The right ones are making fire, hunting animals, chopping meat, making tools of stone, skinning animals, painting on cave walls. These are the ones done by the early humans. The early humans discovered fire by rubbing 2 flint stones against each other. They used to make fire in front of caves to scare away animals. Okay, tools were made from stones, from animal bones for various purposes. They painted on the walls for the recreation. They used their express feelings, events, what they did, writing on clay tablets at a later stage. The other activities such as surfing the internet, watching television, reading books are all of the modern day. Okay, so that is clear till there. So we are done till there. So I'll come back in the next video and I'll tell you the other questions, or what I'll do is I'll keep it till here. In the next class we'll do the short answers and the long answers, and then we'll go to humans part 2. Okay, so I'll see you on Tuesday again. So till then you do this for homework. Your homework is page 14 and page 15. Page 14 is tick the correct answer, and B is the activities that were performed by early humans. Tick the right ones and the wrong ones. I've given you the answer and I've explained it to you as well. Now wait, I'll come back in the next video for you and I'll explain it.